Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at Lemonade Insurance Company. The ticker symbol is LMND, and I want to show you some interesting things that I'm seeing in the charts that are setting up for an unbelievable potential technical breakout of a cup and handle. So before we get into that, I want to quickly just talk about their earnings because their fundamentals are really well and doing well and improving quarter by quarter. So overall, they delivered a strong revenue quarter and premium growth with meaningful underwriting improvements and positive cash flow momentum, while at the same time narrowing their losses. So at a glance, their revenue was $164 million, which was up 35% year over year. Their net loss narrowed to 60 cents per share, which is an improvement from minus 81 cents per share in Q2. Their gross margin increased 39%, which was a 14% increase year over year. Their adjusted EBITDA narrowed slightly, down only $40 million versus $43 million. Their adjusted cash flow had improved to $25 million versus only $2 million a year ago, and their cash and investments are sitting at just over a little over $1 billion. So from a fundamental perspective, excuse me, this company's doing well. It's making great strides and continuing to deliver quarter by quarter improvement, and their guidance was fantastic. So now let's kind of jump into the charts. I wanted to start in this zoomed out look, and for the primary reason, back when it IPO'd, it came out pretty much where we're at today. So we had this move up, we had this retest essentially of where it IPO'd. Then from there, it soared up to about $190. And then from there, obviously, it got a little bit over its skis, and the valuation, obviously, it just got ahead of itself. So then what did it do? Sold all the way down to a low of, $10. Isn't that crazy? 190 all the way down to $10. If anyone's holding that, God bless you. That's crazy. So here we are today. We formed this rounded bottom, came up, kissed the IPO top, essentially back at $51, then sold off, consolidated, formed this handle, and post earnings, which were yesterday, had this unbelievable, let me zoom this in a little bit. So yesterday we had a massive gap up on earnings from $36 all the way to open of 41, and then closed the day at $47. And then today, which you want to see, we had follow through, right, on really good volume. Look at this massive accumulation over the last several, basically the last year. I mean, we've just been in this accumulation pattern for actually a couple years as it kind of based and created this rounded bottom. So clear as day, you can see that we have a cup of lemonade and a handle of lemonade. So where are we now, right? So we're right into the neckline. So really we have to see what it does this week, how it goes, price action tomorrow, and then ultimately Friday, and how it closes this week. What would be fantastic, let me take this cup and handle off real quick just so we have a little bit more easier to look at. So ideally we would want this candle to, we want to continue the price movement, and ideally we want to close above this high. Let me put this on real quick. This previous high, that would be fantastic. We could close anywhere above this first blue line to this second line on the weekly. We would put in an unbelievable weekly candle. Look at this. Look at that weekly candle. A thing of beauty, right? So if it could close up in here, this would be great. Then what are we looking for? Well, let me go back to the daily chart. What we would want to see is we want to see a confirming candle close. So if we close, say, here, we would want to see a confirming candle above that to confirm the breakout. And then this level would essentially be support. So we got to take this in steps, kind of day by day, because what we don't want is we don't want a rejection off of this and then come back here. It just would take longer to play out. Ideally, what we want is we want this to kind of come up and then consolidate and do something maybe like this, and then boom, we're off to the races. That would be great. Could even come up a little higher, maybe come back test like this, do something like this, and do, a falling wedge or something like this. But ultimately, this is the type of consolidation we would want to see. If we have a deeper consolidation, right, we come back down to this level, it's not the end of the world. It's just a deeper consolidation. So traders, be on the lookout for a breakout of this neckline, confirmation of the breakout of the cup and handle, and then basically a retrace or bullish consolidation either above or below. And then from there, guys, I think we're off to the races. Where could it go? Okay, well, let's take a look at that. So if we do a measured move on the breakout, and I'm going to do the breakout from this level because that's an overthrow on the wick. I mean, it could technically be, and if I bring this back to here, yeah, to play it safe, we really want to break out of this second line. So I'm going to take this one off. And we really, to confirm a breakout, we want to close above this high, and then we want a confirming candle, like I said. So I'm going to take that first one off, and we're going to just go with this pivot top here. So now let's do a measured move. We want to look at where this can possibly go from here. So for those that don't know how to get a measured move off a cup and handle, you basically just take the neckline to the center point of the low, and then you take it from the breakout, which would be here, and we have a price target of about $96.79. Okay. Now, will it go straight there? No. It will not go straight there. There will be obviously stopping points along the way, a variety of different take profits. So let's go ahead and kind of mark those off. Your first real test is going to be here, with a second test here. And then once you get through that, it's pretty clear sailing. So, I mean, we could put in additional take profit levels. Another one could be up here. But there you go. I mean, those are pretty good take profit levels. You got $60, $61, $80. And then we're going to leave it at that kind of $97. So there you have it. Let's look at the RSI real quick. You can see that's still in relatively good shape. It's definitely has room to run. So this thing could definitely get some wind behind its sails, and that's what we're looking for. Get that breakout of this cup and handle, get the confirmation, do a little consolidation, and we are off to the races. So hopefully you enjoyed the technical analysis in this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, tick that little bell, and you will get these alerts as they happen in real time so that you can take advantage of opportunities in the market like this that are more, that will guarantee, well, I can't say guarantee, but will put you in the driver's seat in terms of making money. And I'll just do a quick reminder, no financial advice given, always educational purposes only, and to show you what I'm doing with my personal trading strategies and portfolio. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll tune in on it. See you on the next one.